Alright, so hello guys and welcome to today's session. Today we'll be discussing the solutions of the third mock test which was prepared by me, and I hope it went good for you. So without wasting time, let's start the discussing the solutions. So we have the first question here as if y equal to under root of 1 minus x upon 1 plus x, then 1 minus x square times y dash plus y. So see, here we have just splitted the y as under root of 1 minus x upon under root of 1 plus x, and then we'll simply apply u by v rule, which is v into derivative of u minus u into derivative of v upon v square. After doing all this, we'll reach at this stage, but ultimately what is asked in the question is 1 minus x square term, right? So for that I need 1 plus x and 1 minus x, but I have only 1 plus x. So as I need 1 minus x, I'll multiply and divide by 1 minus x, and I'll finally get this term, and the remaining term, that is 1 minus x upon under root of 1 minus x square. It is basically y. If you simplify it as a square minus b square, you will get y, and the answer would result to 0. So option number D is correct choice for this question. So let's move to the next question. The direction ratio of normal to the plane through the points which make an angle. Alright, so it is a very basic question to find the DRs of normal plane. We all know the basic equation of plane, that is x upon a plus y upon b plus z upon c is equal to 0. We have the 2 points. We can calculate the equation, we can calculate the direction ratios. We can simply get this equation, and obviously since the angle is pi by 4, we can use the formula of cos theta is equal to L1 L2 plus M1 N2 plus N1 N2 upon under root of the magnitude, that is basically under root of their square, right? Under root of x2 minus x1 square, the magnitude basically, and after calculating you will get the value of c, which is equal to 1 by root 2, and you will reach to a point when you get the result as 1 comma 1 comma root 2, which is option number A is the right choice for this question. So it was a very basic question. See, the equation of plane was given as x plus y is equal to 3. The z term was 0. So clearly the direction ratios of the normal to the plane was 1 comma 1 comma 0, which are stated here. And obviously we c term got eliminated here, but we had c here, so we calculated it as 1 by root 2 and we got the answer. So let's move to the next question, guys. So the value of cos square of pi by 4 plus theta minus sin square of pi by 4 minus theta. Alright, so we all know that cos square x minus sin square y is basically cos of x plus y into cos of x minus y, isn't it, guys? So basically cos of ax plus y into cos of x minus y, and after calculating we get that, see, this theta and minus theta gets cancelled, pi by 4 plus pi by 4 we have pi by 2, and ultimately we have cos pi by 2 in the multiplication side. And what is cos pi by 2? 0. So for all values of theta, basically this entire question or this entire expression results to be 0, and option number A is the correct choice for this question. So let's move to the fourth question. The function is given which is decreasing, then the range in which x belongs. We all know a basic condition for a decreasing function. What is it, guys? That for a decreasing function, our f dash of x, that is our derivative, is negative, basically less than 0, right? So we'll calculate the derivative of x cube, it's 3x square, then minus 6x square minus 12x minus 36x minus 36, and it has 0. 2 has the derivative 0. We'll calculate the expression, the inequality, and we'll reach to a conclusion that x should belong to minus 2 to 6, which is a basic question and it's a very easy calculated question, that is option number C is the correct choice. So let's move to the next question. A question from vectors, again a basic typical kind of question, that a, b, c are unit vectors. So can I say that mod of a, that is magnitude of a, is magnitude of b, and magnitude of c is 1, since a, b, c are unit vectors, right, guys? It's 1. And obviously since a plus b plus c is given 0, can I say that their magnitude is also 0? Can I say the square of their magnitude is also 0? So I'll simply apply. Why I'm doing this? Because I need to calculate this a dot b, b dot c, c dot a, and I can see that if I square them, I'll get mod a square plus mod b square plus mod c square plus 2 times a dot b plus b dot c plus a dot c, isn't it, guys? I'll change the question before I put it into the quiz. Actually it should be a plus b, b dot c and c dot a. So not big issue. In the test the question would be correct. A plus a dot b, b dot c, c dot a is equal to 0, basically, right? And what is mod A? It's 1. What is mod B? It's 1. What is mod C? It's 1. So basically 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 2 times the term we need to calculate. Let's consider it x equal to 0. So basically 3 plus 2x is 0. So 2x is minus 3, and therefore x is equal to minus 3 by 2, or we can say it as minus of 1.5, which is option number D. So clear short option number D is the correct choice for this question. Option number D. Let's move to the next question, guys. The probability of choosing a number which is divisible by 6 or 8 among 1 to 90. So total number of choices we have 90. Right, guys? Numbers from 1 to 90 which are divisible by 6, let's state them. 6 divisibility, right? So we have to write basically the table of 6, 12, 18, or we can do in a shortcut way. What is the shortcut way, guys? I'll divide this 90 and 6, so I get 15. So basically 15 numbers are there. 15 numbers which are multiples of 6, right? 6, 12, 18, dot 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 till 90. Similarly for 8, it will start with 8, then 16, and till go where we have 80 and 88. Till 88 it will go, right, guys? So how many numbers are these? 8 tens are 80, and this 11th number, isn't it, guys? Plus 11. But does it mean that the answer is 15 plus 11, 26 by 19? No. There are some intersections which we need to subtract. What are those intersections? So basically we need to calculate the LCM of 6 and 8 for that. What is the LCM? It is 24, right, guys? So basically 24, 48, 72, these three terms, they are common. Can you see here? We have 6, 12, 18, 24. 24 is here. Also here we have 24. So we have counted it twice. So we need to subtract once. So I subtracted this ones, and this ones. So out of 26, I subtracted 3 terms. So our answer is 23 by 90. Clear short option number D is the correct choice for this question. So I'll mark option number D as correct choice, and I'll move to the next question, guys. The solution of the differential equation. Okay, it is a bit, I think, lengthy question. So let's see the solution. So y minus x divided by dx is equal to a into y square plus y dash. So obviously y terms are taken together, dy by dx terms are taken together, and we have used the variable separable form, basic variable separable form. So the terms of dx are here and of the dy are here, and we have integrated, that is integral of 1 upon y, it's log y, and just simple integration we have done, and we have reached to conclusion that log of a plus x, after this RHS terms goes here, it will become plus, and in logarithm 2 plus terms they are converted into multiplication terms, is equal to cy. So basically the terms inside logarithm are equal, so x plus a into 1 minus ay is equal to cy. So option number B is the clear short choice for this question. So the eighth question, again a bit lengthy question, that we all know that the slope of the tangent. What do we mean by slope of the tangent? What do we mean by it, guys? Slope of the tangent means dy by dx, right? And that respective expression is given to us as x square plus y square upon 2xy. Obviously, in such standard questions, we substitute y equal to vx, then our dy by dx become v plus x dv by dx, and the rest all is just integration. We get the general family or the equation of the curve, and since it passes to the point 2 comma 1, we substitute 2 in place of x and 1 in place of y, and we calculate the value of c. After calculating the value of c, we get c equal to 2 by 3. We resubstitute it, and we get the final solution like this, which is 2 into x square minus y square is 3x. That is A is the correct choice for this question. So let's move to the ninth question. Again, very easy, but majority of you, I think, have marked this answer as 2, because you might have thought that these are like the direction cosines, like cos square theta plus, like you guys know that L square plus n square plus n square is 1, and you thought that cos square alpha plus cos square beta plus cos square gamma is 1, and that's why, so sine square addition becomes 2, and you might have marked 2, which is wrong. See, alpha, beta and gamma are different from this theta 1, theta 2 and theta 3. You need to read the question in a proper way. These are the angles with the coordinate plane, guys, x, so y, y, o, z and z. Answer for this question is 1. And how is it 1. Have a look. If you consider O as the origin and we calculate the magnitude, that is the R, which is equal to under root of x square plus y square plus z square, can I say that sine of theta 1, you have to consider a three-dimensional plane, you need to imagine things, you need to have a rough idea regarding the diagram, and after that you can state that sine theta is x by r, sine theta 2 is y by r, and sine theta 3 is z by r. After adding, we get x square plus y square plus z square by r square. But what is x square plus y square plus z square? It is r square. So after dividing, we get the answer as 1 and not 2. Make sure, guys, this question can be asked in MST CET. All you need to remember is that this theta 1, theta 2, and theta 3, these are not the alpha, beta, and gamma this time. Okay, these are the angles with the planes x, o, y, y, z, and z. So let's move to the next question. See again a basic question from vectors, that we have been given three vectors, like we need just to simplify by substituting the coefficients, that is 1, 2, 3, 0, lambda 4, and 0, 0, 2, lambda minus 1. 2 0 is very easy, equal to 0. Then we'll maybe get somewhat like this, 2 lambda minus 1 and 2 lambda is 0. Clearly there are two solutions, x equal to 0 and x equal to, sorry, lambda is equal to 0 and lambda is half. So only for these two values our determinant is becoming 0. But question we have asked that non-coplanar means all, for all values of lambda except these two values, these vectors are non-coplanar. Are you getting, guys? Generally the question is asked calculate lambda for only coplanar, but here non-coplanar, so all values except these two values. So let's move to the 11th question, guys. A basic question from pair of straight lines, and I think many of you have attempted this question in an easy correct manner. Basic approach to solve this question was like to consider m1 as tan alpha, m2 as tan beta, and calculate tan of alpha plus beta is like m1 plus m2 upon 1 minus m1 m2. But we all know for this standard equation we have m1 plus m2 as minus 2h by b and m1 m2 as a by b. That's it. That's what is done. M1 plus M2 is replaced by minus 2h by b, and M1 M2 is replaced by a by b. Rest is just basic mathematical calculation, and we get the answer as 2h upon a minus b. That is option number D is the correct choice. So let's move to the 12th question, guys. Alright, so this is an important question, a very basic question. Many of you might have correctly shorted the answer as option number C, but let's see, just have a brief look at the solution. What we need to do is just take out x square common, so we have 1 minus x, right, guys? And after simplifying, the root gets cancelled and we have x into under root 1 minus x. Can I state it as x into under root of 1 minus root x whole square? Isn't it, guys? So this term can be stated in the following way. Similarly, this second term, similar approach, we'll get this term. We have these two terms, guys, that is equation number 1 and equation number 2. Now I can consider two angles A, B, theta, phi. I can do anything. Why I'm doing this? See, if I substitute x equal to sine theta, root x equal to sine phi. So obviously theta is sine inverse of x and phi is sine inverse of root x. But what our expression is turning, that is an important thing. If instead of this x square, I'll substitute, what would become? X square would become sine square theta, right, guys? Isn't it, guys? And x cube would become sine cube theta. After simplification, we'll come to this, that it is sine theta cos phi, and after simplifying this we'll get it as sine phi cos theta, and obviously our expression is sine inverse of the terms inside it, so it's like sine a cos b minus cos a sine b, which is sine of a minus b. These sine inverse sine get cancelled, we have theta minus phi, and what is theta? Sine inverse x. What is phi? Sine inverse root x. That is the clear short answer, option number C. Let's move to the 13th question, guys. So for how many values of theta the matrix is singular? Now what does the term singular mean? Singular means the determinant of that respective matrix is 0. That's how. So for how many values of x this determinant is 0? That was the basic question. And after simplifying, we receive to a quadratic or a cubic equation, that is x square into x plus 4 is equal to 0. And obviously it has two solutions, that is x is equal to 0 and x is equal to minus 4. But you need to see these interval constraints. Does the point x equal to 0 lie in this range? No. So only one solution we have, that is x is equal to minus 4. Since the bracket is closed bracket, what does it imply? It means included, right, guys? So only one solution in that particular interval, and option number D is the correct choice. Again, a basic question from logic. If the value of P is false and Q is true, let's consider option number C. So won't it be like false and something? We all know that false and anything is false. So my this entire term became false, and again we have and here, right guys? And so again false and anything is false, and so correct choice is option number C, that this entire term results into false. So let's move to the next question. So the two lines, that is x square plus xy plus y square are. Obviously, we all know how to check whether they are real, coincident. If they're what we can say imaginary, then h square minus ab must be negative. If they're real, then h square minus ab is greater than 0. If they're coincident, we have h square equal to ab, but we just need to calculate what is the h, guys. H is half, right? A is 1, b is 1. So h square minus ab is like 1/4 minus 1 is minus 3/4, which is negative. So clearly the lines are imaginary. That is option number D is the correct choice for this question, guys. I won't be writing literally imaginary spelling. So option number D is the correct choice. So let's move to the next question, guys. We have given A and B as two matrices, and the product, that is AB, is a null matrix. AB is a null matrix. What is a null matrix? With all the elements 0, isn't it, guys? Null matrix is matrix with all the elements 0. We'll just do matrix basic multiplication, and we can choose anything. We can choose this or this, any one of those four elements, and substitute to 0. For me it was simple to substitute cos of alpha minus beta to 0, and we all know the general solution that cos theta is equal to 0 implies theta is equal to 2n plus 1 pi by 2. That is the odd multiples of pi by 2, isn't it, guys? So option number C is a sheer short option for correct answer for this question. So let's move to the question 17. Again, important question. I'll mark it as 3 star because simplification isn't as easy as it seems. See, a raised to 4 plus b raised to 12 plus c raised to 4, and all the terms to the left side. And important step, important observation which very few people can observe is we have 2a square b square, 2a square c square, but all we don't have is 2b square c square, right guys? 2b square c square. So I add 2b square c square both sides, and it becomes a square, that is a plus b plus c whole square. In this case we have a square plus b square plus c square whole square. So it's like this term square plus this term square plus this term square minus 2 times first term into second term, that is actually it is plus, but because of this minus sign it became minus. Again minus 2a square c square. So after simplification we get this term. After taking root both sides we have b square plus c square minus a square is equal to plus minus root 2bc, and after simplification we get cos a, or cos a is obviously we all know b square plus c square minus a square upon 2bc. But here what can we say, that b square plus c square minus a square upon root 2bc is 1. If I divide both sides by root 2, it would become 2, right? So my total answer would be plus minus 1 by root 2. So basically cos A is plus minus 1 by root 2. And clearly 45 degree and 135 degree are right choice. So option number C is the correct choice for this question. So let's move to the next question. We have been given the mod A is equal to mod B is 1 and A plus B is equal to 3. So in such questions, as we saw earlier also, we just need to square up, right guys? After squaring we can get the solution. So squaring is simple choice for this question. After that we get a dot b is half. So we just need to multiply this bracket. See, 3a into 2 is 6 mod a square, but mod a is 1, so its square is also 1. That is 6 plus 7ab minus, obviously again it would be minus 20 mod b square, but mod b is 1, so it's minus 20. After simplification we get the answer as minus 21 by 2, that is minus 10.5, isn't it guys? Minus 21 by 2. So option number D is the correct choice for this question. Another important question from foot of perpendicular, but here only one tricky thing is that this minus sign you need to consider in the denominator. and write it as like this. Also sometimes in CET we have been given like this 6 minus x upon 1. So we need to convert it x into 6 upon minus 1. That was just an example. Okay, don't get confused. And here we have the solution. A typical thing that we need to consider the point as lambda, then we get the point, we calculate the direction ratios and we substitute it that the since they are perpendicular, that dot product is 0 and we get the lambda, and we resubstitute the lambda here and we get the foot of the perpendicular. In this case it is minus 4, 1 and minus 3 rather than b is the correct choice for this question. Let's move to the next question please. uh, Question from differentiation with parameters set t, I guess. So again a typical thing that we need. First what we do guys, if we have y we calculate dy by d theta, we have x we calculate dx by d theta, and in order to calculate dy by dx we divide these two equations, equation 1 and equation 2. After dividing we get the answer dy by dx. That's all, just basic trigonometry you have to use, and you come to the conclusion of minus x by y, which is option number C. And in case you don't get the solution, you can see this answer on the screen. So let's move to the next question guys. Okay, again I consider this as a 3-star question. It is a tough question, indeed it is a tough question guys. Instead of tough I can say it is a lengthy question, and I think very few people have marked the correct choice for this question, b square minus ac. But all I can say is just avoid such questions, or what we can say, attempt these questions in the end. If such questions come in your MHTCT exam and you feel like these are very lengthy, then you can attempt it in the end. Obviously you can see this term and you can have a guess that we have the cubic term here, we have d square x by d square y, so the question is a bit complex. So all I can say is for now you can have a look at the solution, and if this question comes in exams like CET, just attempt it in the end. So nothing different, just lengthy question. See, we'll differentiate 2y divided by dx is 2x plus b. We'll reciprocal it because we need d square x by dy square. I guess those who read question in a correct format can see that it is d square x by dy square, not d square y by dx square. Okay, so we have that term dx by dy, and all we need to do is double differentiate. After double differentiating this, we get d square x upon dy square, that is this term's derivative. We use a simple u by v rule, v into derivative u minus u into derivative v upon v square. We get this entire term. But since we need cube, we'll take LCM, this would become square and we get this equation. And obviously after simplification, you will open this in a way like, I'm sorry, I need to take a pen. You have to open it like a square x square plus 2abx plus b square, like a plus b whole square, right guys? You need to expand it in similar way and you can come to a conclusion as b square minus 4ac. So it is indeed b square minus ac, not 4ac. Indeed it's a very very lengthy question guys. Accept that this was a tough question, and it's okay, such questions, one or two questions in CET can be asked with this level, so you need to get prepared for such questions as well. So let's move to my second question, a basic question from the lesson lines. I'll show you the solution. See, you can consider any random line like px minus qy is equal to r. It can be in this form, it can be in this form, any random line. All you need to understand is, let's consider it as this line. So the coordinates, it would be better to see here because we don't know whether a is positive or negative. Clearly this point would be a comma 0 and 0 comma b, right guys? So obviously if this is the equation of the line, then this point lies on that line. So can I say pa minus 0 is r? So can I say pa is equal to r? And similarly this point also lies on this line, so can I say 0 minus qb is equal to r? That is minus qb is equal to r. Can I say it guys? So from here can I say that p by r is equal to a, and can I say like b is equal to minus of B is equal to minus of, I'm sorry, A is R by P guys, R by P, and B is minus R by Q. And we need to calculate A plus B. So what would it be? R by P minus R by Q, isn't it guys? R by P minus R by Q. So R upon P minus R upon Q. Take R as common. 1 upon P minus 1 upon Q, that is R into Q minus P upon PQ. It's the correct choice, which is I think option number B is the correct choice for this question, guys. So clear short option number B is the correct choice, and in case you need to refer the solution, here we have the solution also available with us. This is the correct choice. So let's move to the next question from complex numbers. Alright, I think two questions or maybe one or two questions are sure short will be asked in this year in complex numbers. So let's have a look. It states that 1 plus omega square raised to n is equal to 1 plus omega raised to 4 raised to n. We need to calculate least value of n which satisfies, and n is a positive integer, that is integer, I guess it is represented by z only. So we know only two things guys, basics. 1 plus omega square is 0, and another thing is omega cube is 1, isn't it? So can I say this omega raised to 4 as omega cube into omega, but omega cube is 1. So basically omega raised to 4 is omega cube into omega is equal to 1 into omega is equal to omega only. So omega raised to 4 and omega are same. And 1 plus omega square, can I say 1 plus omega square as minus omega? So I can write this as minus omega raised to n is equal to 1 plus omega raised to n. But we all know again 1 plus omega is minus omega square, isn't it guys? From this only 1 plus omega is minus omega square. So I can say minus omega raised to n is equal to minus omega square raised to n. And now all we have to do is simply see, if I substitute option number A as 2, so is minus omega raised to 2 equal to minus omega square raised to 2? No. But obviously we all know that omega cube is 1, isn't it guys? So if I say n as 6, see, it would be like minus omega raised to 6, and it is like minus omega square raised to 6. Obviously since it is raised to 6, minus minus won't have much effect, and clearly omega raised to 6 is omega raised to 12 is equal to 1, isn't it guys? Because I have already stated that omega raised to 3 n is 1 and n is integer. So clearly 6 is the least value. You can try 2, 3, 4, 5. You won't get LHS equal to RHS for these options, and option number D, that is the least value, would be 6 for this question. So let's move to next question. Again a basic, very basic question from complex numbers guys. That is, see, under root of minus 25, can I write it as under root of minus 1 into root 25? So can I say it as under root of minus 1 is iota, right guys? And what is root 25? It's 5. Similarly, we have 3 into 2 iota plus 2 into 3 iota. So what is it? 5i plus 6i plus 6i. That is 17 iota is the correct choice. And I think option number B is matching. So clearly option number B is the correct choice for this question, that is 17 times iota. Okay, a very basic question from limits, guys. I have taken some questions very tough and some questions easy because I didn't want the paper to get too lengthy. So it was limit x tends to 0, sine of ax upon b into x. All I need to do is, I know that sine of anything upon anything is equal to 1 when limit x tends to 0. So I have ax here, so I'll multiply and divide by x. So this limit, it become 1 and we have a upon b left with us, that is a upon b is the right choice. It was a very easy question guys, as I stated earlier, option number C is the correct choice. Okay, so now we have 4 different balls to be distributed in 5 different boxes. But important thing here is any box can have any number of balls. That is why our question became very easy. There are no restrictions in this question. Obviously, the first ball, it has 5 boxes to go. Same for the second ball, it also has 5 boxes. The third ball, 5 boxes. The fourth ball has 5 boxes, because the any box can have any number of balls, so there are no restrictions, right, guys? So obviously, 4 balls. First ball has 5 choice. Second ball also 5. Third ball also 5. Fourth ball also 5. So it's like 5:4. Option number B, correct choice for this question. Okay, so a question from definite integrals. Maybe few people of you have marked this answer correct. I think so. Let's see the results afterwards. But it is an important question where we need to substitute root x equal to t. Our x becomes t square, and therefore our dx becomes 2t dt. Then I'll just take a yellow highlighter. We reach to this stage after, obviously, after substitution limits are changed, guys. Here it is 0 to 1, isn't it? But in case we don't want to change limits, here coincidentally I guess the limits remain same, because at x equal to 0 t is also 0, at x is equal to 1 t is also 1. It is just a coincidence. So again, here we have to use integral of u v dx, that is u into integral of v. Obviously here it is dt. U as it is, integral of v minus whole integral of derivative of sine inverse is 1 upon root 1 minus x square, and integral of t is t square by 2. Here things are very easy, we just need to substitute the values. Here we need to do plus 1 minus 1, and after substitution we get these two terms. And obviously, integral of under root 1 minus x square is uh, under root of a square minus x square is a upon 2 under root of 1 minus a square plus 1 by 2a sine inverse x by a plus c. I guess that's the formula. Let me write it for you all once. The pen. The formula is like under root of a square minus x square. It's like a by 2 under root a square minus x square plus a square by 2, sorry, a square by 2, and we have sine inverse x by a plus c. Yeah, now the formula is clear, and you just need to simply evaluate things now. After that, guys, after simplification you'll reach to a point when you get the answer is pi by 4, that is option number C. You can state as option number B as correct choice, that is pi by 4. So let's move to the next question, guys. Question number 28, which states somewhat a big question, which seems somewhat a big question like this. It's okay, not a big deal. All we need to know is 1 plus cos 2 theta is 2 cos square theta. That's it. If you know this, well and good. And if you don't know, I can't help. See, what you can do, you need to take 2 common here, and it would look somewhat like this. Do you all agree, guys? And can I state 1 plus cos of 8x as 2 into, from this formula, cos square 4x, and we have 2 here, so it became under root of 4 cos square 4x, which is what, 2 cos 2x. And again we have somewhat like this, 2 plus, I think we have sometimes, okay, so not a big deal. If you keep on continuing this, everything will get cancelled. See, this term got eliminated and became this term. Similarly, all terms would get eliminated, and all we have is 2 cos x. See, 8x become 4x, 4x become 2x, 2x become x. We need to calculate the integral of 2 cos x, which is 2 sin x dx, 2 sin x plus c, sorry, and 2 sin x plus c. Option number C is the sure short choice for this question. Okay, another basic question. I'll just take it in short. We have y square is equal to 4 minus x square, and x square plus y square is equal to 4. It is a circle with radius 2. So what is its area? Pi r square. That is 4 pi. And we have semicircle, right, guys, with diameter. So since area of circle is 4 pi, area of semicircle is what? 2 pi. So option number A is the correct choice for this question, guys. So again, a very basic question from differential equation. See, A, B, C. We have three. What are this called? ACs, right? Arbitrary constants. Three arbitrary constants. So we need to differentiate three times and equate it. So it's like 2ax plus 2b after one's differentiation. Then we have only 2a plus b, and then we have 0. Isn't it, guys? See, 2ax plus bx. Then sorry, 2x plus b, then only 2a, and then 0. So y 3, that is the third order derivative, is 0. Option number C is the correct choice for this question. Alright, so question number 31 is, I guess, yeah, 31. So it's like y minus px is equal to under root of p square plus b square, and p is given as dy by dx. Once we square it, we get like y square minus 2px plus p square, and x square is equal to a square p square plus b square. Obviously, p square is what, guys? Dy by dx whole square. So we have the degree highest order derivative term 1, and sorry, the order highest order derivative term 1, and the degree, which is the power, as 2. So 2 is the correct choice for this question because we have p square, right, guys? So let's move to the next question. We have been asked the mean, that is NP, isn't it, guys? Here we have this solution. N is 2 because we have two cards. Probability obviously is 1 by 13. Probability of success, probability of failure is 1 minus 1 by 13, 12 by 13. We need to calculate NP, that is 2 into 1 by 13, that is 2 by 13 is the correct choice for this question. Let's move to question 33. Okay, so it was a bit lengthy question, guys. 33 question, it's a bit lengthy question, but let's have look at the solution. We just calculated the intersection points here, that is minus 1 and 2, which we can see the diagram, a basic line and a basic parabola, and we just need to integrate between the limits of the intersection points, that is 2 and minus 1. Y dx, obviously integral y dx, delta y dx. For the line it is x plus 2 by 4, and for the curve it is x squared by 4. After integrating we get 9 by 10, that is option number D is the correct choice. Obviously, since all denominators are 9, we can't state this answer as correct, right? The option D is correct. Okay, another basic question from integration. This is a textbook level question, guys. We need to write 1 as sin square x plus cos square x. That's a hint for you. A very easy question. I don't think there is a need to solve. Like sin square x upon sin x cos square x. We'll split it. Write this and just split it. Dx plus integral cos square x upon sin x cos square x. Obviously this cos square get cancelled, sin 1 sin gets cancelled. All we have is integral, I guess, sec x tan x dx plus integral cosec dx, right, guys? What is the integral of sec x tan x? It is sec x. And what is the integral of cosec x? We all know that it is log mod tan. So obviously at this level, or not tan, we can finally simplify, and I think there is no need to solve this question by my side. It's a very easy question. You can see, obviously option C won't be the answer. You can mark the correct choice. So let's move to 35th question, guys, which is a very easy question actually. That is, we need to substitute x is equal to 2t, and after simplification we have this term. Then we can simply integrate it using some rules, basic rules of like e raised to x f of x plus f dash of x. So it's like e raised to x f of x plus c. We need to substitute limits. Ultimately we get the answer as 0, and option number A is the correct choice for this question. So 36th question, that is, we have the equation as like this. We'll simplify it to in this way, and we'll integrate integral of y, it's y square by 2, it's x square by 2, and it's ax plus c. Obviously the resulting equation which you see here, you all have studied circles, and it is a equation of circles with the center a and 0, a comma 0. So the circles which are centered on the x-axis. So 37th question, this question is, I think, the confidence checker one, because it's a very basic question. All you need to do is add things to 1, all the things like this plus this plus this plus this to 1. still you can't find all the options, and none of this is correct. Because of this, you get the answer as 1 upon 10. Obviously negative probability is not allowed, guys, but 1 upon 10 is not in the choice, so none of these is the correct choice. You just need to add all of them, substitute to 1, you will get a quadratic equation, simplify it. Just have confidence on yourself. Again, question number 38, a basic question from probability. I'll take a highlighter. So number of chances, that is 6 workers, so n is equal to 6. 10% chance means p is 1 by 10, q is 9 by 10. And at least 5, see guys, at least 5 means out of 6 chances, at least 5 means 5 or greater than 5, that is 5 on 6, only 2 possibilities because n is 6, right? So obviously it's 65 and 66, and 1 upon 10 raised to 6 would be common, obviously. And after simplification, the answer turns out to be 11 upon 2 lakhs. So very less chances of this event to occur, but option number is the correct choice for this question. Another basic question from differential equation general solution. You can refer it, guys. This is just variable separable form. Like the y terms are on one side, the x terms are on one side, and basic integration we all know, we all can do it. And to reach this step, and obviously one basic property of logarithm we need to apply, that this raised to half it converts into root because of the property of log. And so I think option number C becomes the correct choice for this question. So let's move to the 40th question, guys. Very basic question, like the similar one, that we need to add and just equate it to 1. Only difference was here we have factorial. There is nothing to get scared regarding of the factorial, guys. After simplification, again we can directly say k is 3 by 19, and those who have basic maths, basic solving, those who have done it correctly might have got answer correct. Okay, so 41st question, guys, is somewhat like this: cosec A sin B cos C plus cos B sin C. Is it somewhat looking like sin A cos B plus cos A sin B? So can I say it as sin of A plus B, or in this case it's B plus C, guys. Like sin B cos C plus cos B sin C, it is somewhat like this. And we all know for triangle A plus B plus C is pi, that is 180 degrees, pi radians or 180 degrees. So can I say B plus C is equal to 180 minus A, or pi minus A? Let's substitute this here. So it's like cosec A into sine of pi minus A. But what is sine 180 minus theta? What is sine 180 minus theta? It's sine theta only, guys. So obviously it's cosec A into sine. These both are the reciprocals. Answer is 1. Clear short. Without any doubt, option number D is the correct choice for this question. It's a multiplication sign here. Alright, so which of the following is not correct? We know that sin x can lie between the range minus 1 to 1. So obviously not correct is ours. It is correct. Cos x is 1, yeah. We all know that cos x, actually there is equal to sine. Cos x can be 1 at x is equal to 0 degrees. Tan x is 2000. We know that tan x can reach to infinity. 2000 is a very small number compared to infinity. But sec x is equal to 2. It means sec x is equal to half, means cos x is equal to 2, which is clearly not possible. So option number C is not correct, guys. 43rd question from functions, composite functions. See, f of g of x. Is it clear, guys? F of g of x means f of, instead of that x, we substitute g of x, that is log of x to the base e. And by property of log, we can state it as, we can swap these two terms. So it's like x log e to the base e. And what is log e to the base e? It's 1. So it's x raised to 1. So it's x. And what is x? It is 1 given in the question. So 1 is the correct choice for this question. Option number B. 44th question, guys. Very easy question. See, the circle with radius 5 touches the coordinates in the second quadrant. So we don't have much options to solve this question except this. And its radius is 5, right, guys? So clearly the center coordinates are what? Obviously they would be in the range 5 comma 5, but since here we have negative x and positive y, so negative x and positive y, what would be the equation? X minus pi whole square plus y minus pi whole square is what is the radius? Pi square. So after simplification we'll get as x square plus y square plus 10x minus 10y, and here we have 25 plus 25 minus 25, that is plus 25 here is equal to 0. That is option number A is the correct choice for this question. Okay, so normal to the curve, see, don't miss this point, normal. So we will calculate dy by dx as 4x plus 3 cos x. At x equal to 0, our y dash is 3 cos 0, it is 3, but we are asked normal. The slope of normal is minus 1 upon y dash, so it's minus 1 by 3. That is option number D is the correct choice for this question. Alright, so a basic question, again a very basic question guys, from lines. We all might have studied this parametric equation, x cos alpha plus y sin alpha is 1, isn't it guys? It's based on that, but we need to know that what alpha exactly is alpha 150 degrees, or is it pi minus 150, that is 30 degrees? See, 150 with the positive direction of y-axis, right guys? So alpha here is 30. You can see this diagram also, they have labeled OQ etc, and alpha is not 150, it is 30, and x cos alpha plus y sin alpha is t, that is the perpendicular distance, which is as it is 7, and obviously after simplifying root 3x plus y is 14, that is option number C is the correct choice for this question. And in case you don't understand this, you can refer this diagram I stated. So let's move to the next question. Another question from complex numbers. I've taken 3 questions because I wanted you all to have a good practice on complex numbers, and all chapters are given weightage, so not a big issue. What I'll do is I'll consider n as 1 for simplification. I don't want to keep, because there are no restrictions on n, right? So the question would look like iota plus iota raised to 1 plus 1 plus iota raised to 1 plus 2 plus iota raised to 1 plus 3. So it's like iota plus iota square plus iota cube plus iota raised to 4. Now see, we know iota is iota, iota square is minus 1, iota cube is what guys? Can I write it as iota square into iota? That is minus 1 into iota, that is minus iota. And iota raised to 4 we all know is 1, because it is the square of iota square. If I add these two terms, I'll get 0. That is iota square and iota raised to 4 cancel out to be 0. Now we have iota plus iota cube. But iota is iota and iota cube is minus of iota. So I can write it as iota minus of iota, it is 0. Clear short, 0 is the correct choice for any value of n basically guys, since these are 4 consecutive complex numbers of iota. If I right click like this, no, like iota raised to 99 plus iota raised to 100 plus iota raised to 101 plus iota raised to 102, answer would come 0. Any random, like iota raised to 1000 plus iota raised to 1001, iota raised to 1002 and iota raised to 1003, again the answer would result to 0. 4 consecutive terms of iota raised are 0. Now a very basic question of checking feasible region, we need to do what? Minimize guys, minimize. Just read the question properly, don't maximize the equation. So I'll substitute all the feasible, that is 0 comma 0 we have here, 5 comma 0 we have here, then we have 4 comma 10 as well, and 0 comma 8. So all are the points of feasible region. So I'll substitute 0 comma 0 for this option. I have z as 0. For second option I have z as minus 32. For this option 5 comma 0 I have z as 15, and for this option I have z as minus 22. So least value is at this point, option number B is the correct answer, which is 0 comma 8. 49th question guys, a bit, again a bit tough, I can say, not much tough, a bit. So 2-star question, and here is the respective solution. It is I have taken a lengthy solution, because I don't want to you all to see this formula like cos inverse x plus cos inverse y. It is cos inverse of xy minus under root 1 minus x square into under root 1 minus y square. I guess this is a formula, but I don't want you all to learn this because it is not much important as per CET level. So I took this lengthy solution. You can refer it. Nothing much. Just this term is stated as a. This term is stated as b. Again, as previous question, cos a plus b, cos b minus sin a sin b. We reach to this term, and after a lot of simplification, we get sin square alpha as the answer. So option number A is the correct choice. Obviously, such questions chances are less, but yes, these questions can be asked in MSTCT, guys. So don't ignore them. They are very important questions. Just refer the solutions, and if you don't get these solutions, just WhatsApp me. We have the mock group, right? Effective math mock group. Just message me there because I have many shortcut methods for this question, but I want you to get the concept behind this question. That's why I have taken the lengthy solution. Let's move to the last and the very easy question of our mock, that is integral of sine of log x plus cos of log x dx. Can I state it as integral sine log x dx plus integral cos log x dx just for the sake of simplification? Can I do it like this, guys? And obviously now I'll use a basic integral of u v dx for this term only. So it's like 1 into like that. So it's like u as it is sine of log x into integral of 1. What is integral of 1? It's x minus, what is minus, guys? Whole integral, derivative of u is cos of log x upon x into integral of 1, that is x gets cancelled, plus integral cos log x dx, isn't it, guys? So all we have is x sine log x minus integral cos log x, since these two x are cancelled, plus integral cos log x plus c. Can you observe, guys? These two terms get cancelled and we have x sine log x plus c. Very easy question for those who get to split, for those who know that this question it becomes very easy after splitting. But again, it's all this can strike if you have a matter of habit. If you are very used to questions of integration, then only you can do, or you have to do it in this way, like log x is t, then x is equal to e raised to t, then dx is e raised to t dt, then you have to write e raised to t sine of t plus cos of t, and then again you need to simplify, and finally you'll reach this step only. So this is alternate solution. I have given a hint to you. We have many alternatives. So this was all about the test, guys. And now the main question, that all the best for your MHT CET 2021, which is starting from 20th, I guess that is Monday. 20th, right, guys? Monday. So those people who have paper on 22nd, 23rd, or even 21st, try to contact the students of this, those who are having paper on this day, that is 20th. Just have a chat with them or have a call with them and ask them that the quality of the questions, or there are some questions which students remember, or there are some YouTube channels also where the questions, students, they questions are gathered together and are given to the teacher or the sir, and he comes live on YouTube and discusses all the questions. So if you get to know how the quality of these questions, it would be beneficial for students having this exam on these days. And obviously regarding my mock, don't get worried. It's good if you score 150 plus, because this, I'm sorry, it's a 100 marks test, right? So it's good if you score 70 plus, because it was a bit tough test. But obviously in CET try to score 90 plus, because your entire rank is being decided by maths. majorly guys, maths. So rank deciding stuff. And obviously you only have 50 questions, you have 90 minutes to solve, you have 108 seconds per question. So advantage. And obviously chapters like logic, matrices, 3D lines, hardly question take time. They hardly take 30 seconds. Differentiation, even some questions we know the shortcuts. Area under the curves, all these questions you can solve within a couple of seconds. And I just hope that these three mocks were very effective for you guys, and I hope they helped you a lot. And I just request you, see, I'll write it here in the black pen, to analyze, guys. Do analyze. If you are new to this group and you have attempted only third mock, no issues. At least visit the first and second mock on YouTube. Just refer the questions and the solutions. It would be really helpful for you all, guys. I have taken efforts for preparing this test, so I hope you visit all the three mocks which I have prepared for you, and I wish you a very heartiest all the best, and I hope you crack CT and get the colleges which you all want. So thank you guys. That's it from my side for today. We'll meet soon at the time of the answer key and the results. So bye guys, bye.